We are live. Hello, everybody out there. How exciting it is to be here on this Thursday afternoon with two absolutely amazing humans, Sam and Adam, letting agents extraordinaire. You will not believe their story is absolutely awe-inspiring. How these two guys have made such amazing results from letting agents. Adam and Sam, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you very much.
I was spreading it. It's really good. Now, you may or may not know these guys, but they have a really exciting story to tell. Now, you know what it's like at the moment. Letting agency is pretty tough. It's a tough industry. There's a lot of people that are, struggling to make good profit in the industry. Usually, I think the average is about 11.9% right now, apparently, according to the Plimsoll report. And, sometimes when you've been doing something for a long time, it feels really quite difficult to make a change or to add revenue. And you think, I've tried everything. And then you two come along and show us that you've made, 352K in just 8 weeks. I mean, that just makes most people feel quite inferior. So 352 in 8 weeks, guys, how does that feel?
Incredible. It just feels massively different in the business. You can feel the energy is different with the team, with us, and it just shows us that that's only the starting point as well. That's the crazy part.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, could you believed it 12 weeks ago or 3 months ago or 4 months ago, before you made this change that this was possible?
No, we didn't. We did do is that. I mean, we looked at so many different scenarios that of how to increase revenue, how to grow at the scale we wanted. And we mapped out quite a comprehensive plan for acquisitions, but even that, it pales in comparison to what we managed to add in such a short space of time.
Exactly that. Crazy, and the answer was so simple in comparison to what we've done as well.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, so to talk to me about the beginning of this, where were you right at the beginning? Where are you at in your journey? What was the challenge? What made you go out and think, come on, we've got to do a little bit more? What was the big thing that made you take a different route?
Yeah, I'll let Sam tell the story on that one.
I was going to say the opposite. That's fine. So it got to a point where we were taking on HMOs, but because that's what we specialize in, it was quite slow. It was a slow burner of what we're looking to do. We wanted to have mass growth. So it was coming to a point of hitting a plateau. And when you hit a plateau, you've got two choices. You either just carry on grinding and have the same results, the definition of insanity, or you find a way to do something completely different. Now, as Adam has said, we tried many different things, and it's actually this here which made the biggest impact of generating this amount of revenue, the turnaround of the company. Adam, I will let you go into a little bit more detail, mate, just to explain the ins and outs, because it was what happened on your side which generated the idea of this initially.
Yeah, so it was like Sam said, we tried many things. I mean, one of them was a bit unorthodox. It wasn't the usual route you'd follow as a letting agent. So we started getting quite heavily involved in refurbs and conversions to the point that we opened a construction firm. And it wasn't the usual route. It was successful. It wasn't without its stresses. I mean, I hats off to when I'm running big construction firms. I don't envy you in the slightest. We hit a plateau there where our pay run coming up over 2 weeks was considerably more than what we could bank and what we expected. It was at that point we realised, although we're growing the agency so much, I mean, we're adding like 120 units a year here, it just wasn't sustainable. I mean, I was in the office from 9 in the morning till 9 at night, every night without fail, and there still wasn't enough time in the day to get the work done. And we realised something had to give, and it wasn't just about adding more units, especially not organically anyway. There had to be something else that needed to give that squeeze to get to the next stage of growth.
It certainly is unique. We need more landlords. I know, let's set up a building firm. I mean, that's just, I don't think I've ever heard those words come out of anyone's mouth before. So
that's how we do it, guys. We don't follow the regime and do what people normally do.
But that's just amazing, absolutely amazing. But of course, then you reach your sticking point there again. And then, I mean, so many people have said to me, like, Sally, I've tried everything, I've done everything. Did you feel like that at some point? We're doing what everyone else is doing. Is this the business for us? Is this going to make money? I mean, what was your thought process around that?
I'd definitely say yes. So trying what everyone else is doing, yes. There's one thing we didn't want to do, and that was just raise the fees because we were worried that we're going to lose some landlords. But it's also going above and beyond. So I remember the days of me and Adam going out and doing absolutely everything. So chasing people down the road to make sure that the bin men took the bins. If there was any car issues, we'd go out and see the next door neighbours. We'd do all of this in and out, and we wouldn't charge for anything that we did. And that's where the real grind came in, to see absolutely no results, because we thought if we go above and beyond, our landlords aren't going to leave us. Not quite the case. I mean, yes, it didn't leave us, which is great, but then it was expected that we'd carry on doing that, and we're just running ourselves into the ground.
It's crazy. Now, you added 354,000 in just 8 weeks. Now, this sounds like an unbelievable amount to most people. It's just like, I'm trying to add 20 grand to my business or 50 grand to my business. And these guys rock up and say they've added 354,000. Was it really as difficult as it sounds?
No. Well, a big chunk of it came from an acquisition, which was partly to do with Agent Rainmaker, because you guided us on it. But the money we made for Agent Rainmaker was far easier than the acquisition by far. And it costs nothing to implement. That's the insane thing here, is it's all profit.
So you're talking about squeezing the juice there, aren't you? So one of the things you learned on bootcamp is squeezing the juice. And how much did you add from that?
That was 97k.
97k just from making some changes to the existing business. You've got changing your terms and conditions, adding some additional services, side sells, upsells, changing the way that you do things, stopping doing that crazy stuff like emptying the bins or running around doing those sort of things, and just really sort of making sure the business was efficient and fine-tuned and taken away the. I mean, this is going to be a great story. Now, guys, for those of you watching, these two amazing humans are actually going to be sharing their full story and taking you down into exactly what they did at a little event I'm running in May, the 9th and 10th of May, called ARX Mastery. Now, these guys are going to be on stage and going to be sharing their story. So I hope you guys can come along. Just click on the link. It's going to appear somewhere in the chat box or in the comments, or if not, just type in arxmastery.co.uk and go and have a look. It's absolutely free to attend. It doesn't cost you anything. But these guys are going to be sharing their story. We've got 3 other agents as well going to be sharing their story of how they've added 100k, 500k, 500,000, 250,000, 750,000, all sorts of different figures. They're going to be sharing how they've added that revenue as well to their business so that you can do the same. Because I just want to talk to you about, what does it feel like now that you've added this extra revenue? You've got yourself out of the sticking point. You've added this extra revenue, come out the other side. It must feel pretty cool. You must feel pretty awesome. It must feel nice. Any Lamborghinis on order?
Not a Lambo, but we are looking at something. Yeah, literally looking at something as we speak. I won't allude to what, but it's not a Lambo, no. But
so what does it feel like?
Jenny does. So, as I said earlier, the difference in the company and just how the team are reflecting to everything. But it just shows us that this can be done every single time. So we were looking at acquisitions anyway to take over, which is brilliant. But now it's knowing, take on the acquisition, make sure that they're implemented smoothly, and then a few months down about 9 to 12 months down the line, you can then squeeze the juice again. And that's how you can generate the additional revenue. But it's also making sure that you give the landlords a great service, and it's hand in hand. So you're worth the more money for literally nothing additional. You don't need to take on the more staff members, you don't need to take on anything. It's what you're already doing, and you can literally just get more money for it.
And the great thing is now you've got those skills for optimization. As you say, this acquisition, you can squeeze that. But it means every acquisition and every portfolio that you buy now has extra value, because you're going to buy it let's say you buy a portfolio turning over 250,000. You now have the skills to turn that 250,000 into 300,000 or 350,000. So you have like a little secret sauce that you can sprinkle on the top that's going to add value to any acquisition that you buy and continue to do so. And that's quite powerful, really, isn't it?
Indeed, it is.
It's exciting, very exciting. Now, moving forward, obviously, you've gone through this process and obviously you're going to be looking at other acquisitions. I just want to talk to you about your mindset for a second, because I've seen so many times people go through the process of, I can't do anything, I've tried everything. And then they go, oh my God, I can add 50K, 100K, 150K. And they go and do that. Or maybe they acquire a couple of businesses and they do that. And I can say now, after doing this for like 7 years, helping people get through this and get to the other side of this, their mindset never goes back to how it was. It's like a bubble has burst. It's expanded. It's changed. It's like there's so many opportunities. And it goes from, I don't know what to do, to actually, there's so much I can do. I don't know what to do first. Where do you feel in your journey in that? You've come out the other side. Are you like, wow, what are we going to do next? What's the mindset like?
I'll let you kick off for that one.
Yeah, thank you. So I guess we're hyped, so we're buzzed up for it now. I mean, I'm sure many letting agencies owners can relate to this, but it can get a bit stagnant. Doing what seems like the same thing day in, day out, and not growing at the rate you want. Whereas now we're excited about the future anyway, based on this first acquisition. But now seeing this and the results that we can add to it, like you say, it makes me really excited for the future. We always looked at the agency as something that would pay the bills, and it grow over time, be worth a little bit of money, but not make us rich. And now it's very evident that we can make some really good money out of this business.
Was there any skepticism before coming to one of our events of thinking it can't be that true? Can't be. It's too good to be true. Can't be genuine. Nah. Was you have any doubt before you came along?
You always do it to a little bit, don't you? To a certain extent, you always just think, well, are the results really that? Is it manipulated? But no, I mean, by the first day we knew. Even at lunchtime we were trying to sign up. You just see it. The results are there, and what you were saying made sense. It was logical.
Yeah, it's interesting because so many people think like, oh, it can't be true. These people must be paid to say this. They must be actors. It can't be real. And I just don't know why more people don't do this. Absolutely amazing. And that's why we're putting on this 2-day event. All right. Absolutely free of charge. No tricks, no cost, nothing. So guys, get your ticket. Come along. ARX Mastery 2 days, 9th to 10th of May. It's a virtual event. You don't even have to leave your house. If you're on holiday, you don't even have to leave the beach. You can attend virtually wherever you are in the world. Absolutely free of charge. We've got 250 people booked on already. We should have around 500 or more by the time we get to the event. How's that feel, guys? 500 people watching you. How are you feeling about that? Is that going to be good? You don't care, enough. Do you?
That's more than that.
Right, you've heard it here. We need 1,000 people at the event. All right, invite your friends. Everyone's going to come along. I know it's going to be an amazing couple of days. But guys, if you just want to find out how you can start to add, we're going to be sharing real key strategies. We're going to be sharing how you can generate loads of leads for your letting agency. We're going to be sharing how you can acquire not using any cash. We're going to be sharing how you can really start to optimize and squeeze the juice in your business. You're going to be learning from people that have actually been there and done it, and they're going to be sharing how they did that as well. And these guys are going to be sharing their story. I really cannot wait to hear you speak at ARX Mastery. Get your ticket and come along and see us and see what it's all about. It's going to be really, really exciting. Guys, you looking forward to it?
Massively.
It's a funky studio. It's really funky. It's like a remote studio. It's not very sexy from the outside. It's like a warehouse. But when you go inside, it's like this cavernous studio. All these lights and stage and everything is absolutely amazing. So we're on a real stage. Everyone else is watching virtually. It's absolutely phenomenal. You're really going to love it. Anything else to add? What would you say to anybody thinking about coming to Mastery that's not sure? I don't know if it's going to be all that or whatever.
You've definitely got to come if it's just to hear our story. I mean, that's all you're there for, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, guys, I don't say it's likely. This is the fastest paying off course we've ever done. So in terms of getting a result from the course and paying it off, we've earned that 4 times over already. Yeah. It's nuts to think you can get return on investment of that size and that quick.
And people think like it's 2 days, it's a lot of time, but what else could you do with 2 days that might help you make 100K additional revenue to your business? And it's just, that key cupboard can wait. Those emails can wait. Those actions can wait. You need to get out there and find out how you can add 100K to your business. And I hope we get some more people coming to see us and to watch your story. I'm sure we will. Hoping for that 1,000. All right. Thank you very much, Sam and Adam, for coming along, guys. I hope you found this useful. This is a little secret share on what's coming with Sam and Adam sharing their story at ARX Mastery. It's going to be amazing. Maybe you could break free and get your success too. So get your ticket, arxmastery.co.uk. We will see you there. Thank you, guys. It's been awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
See you soon.
See you later.